The years passed, and life in the small town of Ravenscroft resumed its quiet normalcy. The old house, known now as the Whispering House, stood in silence, its secrets carefully concealed behind the facade of mundane existence. The descendants of the family who once grappled with the cursed pendant were unaware of the sinister legacy that lingered in their bloodline. In the years that followed my discovery, I became the reluctant guardian of the forgotten diary, entrusted with the responsibility of ensuring its secrets remained buried. I moved away from Ravenscroft, hoping to distance myself from the eerie whispers and the haunted memories that clung to the town like a spectral mist. Yet, no matter how far I traveled, the echoes of the past persisted, a constant reminder that some legacies are inescapable. Life unfolded in its unpredictable fashion, and I found solace in the routine of the everyday. Yet, the passage of time did little to erase the lingering unease that accompanied the memories of that fateful day in the attic. It was as if the diary's dark tales had woven themselves into the very fabric of my being, forever staining the tapestry of my life with shadows. As the years rolled on, a restlessness gnawed at the edges of my consciousness. The temptation to return to Ravenscroft, to stand once more before the closed door of the hidden room, tugged at my thoughts like a persistent phantom. The town, with its quaint charm, beckoned me back, as if the Whispering House yearned for my presence. One stormy night, driven by an inexplicable force, I found myself navigating the winding roads that led back to Ravenscroft. Lightning streaked across the sky, illuminating the familiar silhouette of the Whispering House against the backdrop of the tempest. The air was thick with anticipation, and a sense of foreboding hung over the town like a heavy shroud. Upon reaching the old house, I hesitated at the entrance, my hand hovering over the doorknob. A sudden chill swept through the air, and the distant echoes of ghostly whispers reached my ears. It was as if the very essence of the house resonated with the unspoken secrets that lay dormant within its walls. With a deep breath, I crossed the threshold, the door creaking open as if welcoming me back into the fold of its haunting embrace. The air inside was heavy with the weight of the past, and the dim glow of flickering candles danced eerily along the hallway. The house seemed alive, its every creak and groan a manifestation of the restless spirits that lingered within. Driven by an otherworldly compulsion, I ascended the staircase, my footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The whispers grew louder, indistinct murmurs that seemed to seep from the very walls themselves. The hidden room beckoned, its allure stronger than ever, and I found myself standing before the concealed passage in the study. The bookshelf yielded to my touch, swinging open to reveal the narrow passage leading to the hidden room. As I stepped into the familiar darkness, the air thickened with a palpable energy. The relic, still wrapped in its ornate cloth, lay undisturbed, awaiting its reluctant custodian. Against my better judgment, I unraveled the fabric, the pendant's malevolent symbol glinting in the dim light. A surge of power coursed through me, a sinister embrace that felt both seductive and suffocating. The whispers grew into a cacophony, the voices of past generations entwined with the very essence of the cursed artifact. In that moment, the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred. Shadows danced on the walls, taking on monstrous shapes that seemed to leer and lunge. The air crackled with malevolence, and the room pulsated with an otherworldly force. I realized with horror that the pendant sought to ensnare me, just as it had ensnared Amelia and those before her. With every ounce of willpower, I fought against the insidious influence, my trembling hands clutching the pendant. The diary's warnings echoed in my mind, a desperate plea to break free from the darkness that sought to consume me. Sweat trickled down my brow as I stumbled backward, the pendant slipping from my grasp and clattering to the floor. As the pendant fell, the room convulsed, as if the very foundations of the Whispering House rebelled against the unleashed darkness. The voices wailed and shrieked, their anguished cries reverberating through the hidden room. It was a cacophony of torment, a symphony of the tormented souls that had succumbed to the pendant's curse. In that chaotic moment, a blinding light engulfed the room, dispelling the shadows and banishing the malevolent energy. I shielded my eyes from the brilliance, a profound sense of release washing over me. The Whispering House seemed to exhale, its haunted breath dissipating into the stormy night. When I opened my eyes, the hidden room had transformed. The relic, once a source of dread, now lay dormant and powerless. The whispers had faded into a distant murmur, as if the spirits within the house had found solace in their release. The hidden room, once a chamber of malevolence, now exuded a serene stillness. I stumbled out of the hidden room, the bookshelf closing behind me with a soft thud. The storm outside raged on, but within the Whispering House, a profound calm settled. The weight that had burdened me for so long had lifted, and a sense of closure washed over me. As I left Ravenscroft once more, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness for the town that bore witness to generations of suffering. The Whispering House, no longer bound by the curse, stood as a silent sentinel, its secrets finally laid to rest. The diary, now devoid of its malevolent tales, remained a testament to the darkness that had once gripped the family. In the years that followed, Ravenscroft thrived in newfound peace. The town seemed to shake off the spectral residue of its haunted past, and the Whispering House became just another relic of history. The descendants of the cursed bloodline went about their lives, blissfully ignorant of the horrors that had unfolded within the walls of their ancestral home. As for me, I carried the weight of the experience with me, a scar etched into the fabric of my soul. The forgotten diary, now locked away in a secure location, served as a constant reminder of the thin veil that separated the ordinary from the extraordinary, the mundane from the macabre. I share this tale not as a boast of triumph but as a solemn testimony to the unpredictable nature of the supernatural. The darkness that once plagued Ravenscroft may have been vanquished, but the scars of its malevolence remained etched in the collective memory of the town. The Whispering House, now a silent witness to its own history, stood as a testament to the fragility of the barrier that separates our world from the unseen realms that lurk beyond. As I pen these final words, I do so with a sense of closure and a cautious optimism for the future. The Whispering House may no longer echo with the tormented whispers of the past, but its memory lingers, a cautionary tale for those who dare to pry into the forbidden realms of the supernatural. And so, let the forgotten diary remain sealed, its secrets entombed within the annals of history, where the echoes of the Whispering House can no longer cast their haunting shadows upon the unsuspecting souls who traverse the thin line between curiosity and peril.